Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NBA matches that is happening on Thursday, October 26th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. Philadelphia 76ers versus Milwaukee Bucks. Things were quiet in Bucks land until they dropped the biggest bomb of the offseason, pulling off a trade for point guard Damian Lillard less than 1 month before the season starter. Adding a 7-time All-NBA player now has many listing Milwaukee as firm favorites in the Eastern Conference. Of course, health is a major factor, and the biggest concern on that front will always be Chris Middleton. The small forward played in just 33 games last season and averaged just 15.1 points per game after 3 straight seasons averaging over 20. Still bothered by a knee injury, Middleton is expected to be in the starting lineup for opening night. During the 2022-23 season, Milwaukee's offense ranked 8th in the NBA, averaging 116.9 points per game. They shot 47.3% from the field as a team and 36.8% from three-point range. They owned the glass last season, pulling down 48.6 rebounds per game, 2 more than any other team. Giannis Antetokounmpo had 11.8 boards, leading the team and ranking 4th in the NBA. The 2020 MVP also finished 5th in the league in scoring with 31.1 points per game, behind 55.3% shooting from the field. Defensively, Milwaukee gave up 113.3 points per game last season, 14th in the NBA. They allowed opponents to shoot 45.6% from the field, the second-best mark in the NBA, and 35.4% from 3. The Bucks also averaged 6.4 steals and 4.9 blocks per game. Last season, these two teams each won 2 games in their 4-game series, both in terms of outright victories and against the point spread. There are 2 significant narratives heading into this matchup, and unfortunately for Philadelphia, neither of them bodes well for the team. The ongoing Harden situation continues to create turmoil, leaving his teammates to navigate the challenges while trying to focus on their performance. Furthermore, they must contend with Lillard, who aims to make a strong initial impact with his new team. On the other hand, the Bucks have the advantage of Middleton being healthy at the start of the season, a crucial factor for their success. When it comes to the battle between Giannis and Embiid, they are evenly matched, but I favor the depth the Bucks possess behind their former MVP over what the Sixers have to offer. Despite Philadelphia's status as the best team against the spread (ATS) last season, Milwaukee was not far behind in that regard. In their most recent meeting last year, the Bucks secured a 13-point victory at home. Consider taking the Bucks with the point spread. The 76ers had a great regular season but fell a game short of an Eastern Conference Finals trip. Not much has changed heading into a new year from a roster perspective. However, this is one piece who wants nothing to do with the club and is causing quite a stir. James Harden continues to try to force Philadelphia to trade him and will not be with the club to start the year. Listed out with a personal matter, it is unknown when or if he will join the team should his request not come to fruition. Luckily for their fans, reigning NBA MVP Joel Embiid is still very much a part of this team. The Sixers center led the league in scoring with 33.1 points per game, was 10th with 10.2 rebounds per game and 8th with 1.8 blocks per game. He helped them strike a strong balance on both ends of the court, with the team ranking 14th with 115.2 points scored per game and 3rd with just 110.9 points allowed per game. The offense shot 48.7% from the field last season, the 6th best mark in the game, and their 12.8 steals per game were 10th fewest. On the defensive end, they kept their opponents to 47.2% shooting overall and 34.8% from 3, the 5th best mark in the NBA. They had 4 players average more than a steal per game and had a plus 1.1 differential in that category last season and a plus 0.1 rebound differential. In 3 meetings last season, the under went 3-1 while these two averaged 218.5 total points per game. The one-over was a 133-130 win for Philadelphia, but the other 3 games saw only one team score over 110 points while 4 times a team put up just 104 or less. As strong as both are offensively, they are equally good on the defensive end. Milwaukee does a great job at limiting 2 good looks and they slam the boards. Offensively, it may take them time to get into a proper rhythm with their new point guard, though I wouldn't hold my breath for long on that front. On the other side, Philadelphia is missing Harden, and he was worth 21 points a game last season. Take the under. Next we have Phoenix Suns versus Los Angeles Lakers. The Frank Vogel era in Phoenix is off to a roaring start as the Suns captured a 108-104 road victory over the Warriors on opening night. Phoenix entered the game as a 3.0-point underdog, while the total came in comfortably under the pregame mark of 235.0. The odds makers are high on Phoenix this season, giving them the fourth shortest odds to win the title, plus 650. As for the specific matchup in Game 1, it was none other than Devin Booker leading the scoring charge, dropping 32 points. Book also led the team in assists, 8, while securing 6 rebounds. Newcomer Jusuf Nurkic registered a double-double, which came via 14 points and 14 boards. Kevin Durant joined him, adding 18 points while securing 11 rebounds. You'll notice the other notable newcomer, Bradley Beal, was missing from that recap. The guard is listed as day-to-day with a back injury. Beal's coming off of a season with the Wizards where he averaged 23.2 points per game on a 50.6% field goal rate. The 30-year-old is one of the key reasons that the Suns sit so high on the odds board to win the title. The NBA's Thursday night matchup between the Suns and the Lakers promises to be an exciting one. The sportsbooks seem to agree, offering the Lakers as only a slight 2.0-point underdog. However, I'm going to back the Suns to secure the victory and potentially spoil the Lakers' home opener. It might seem contrary, but I'm not convinced by the high expectations surrounding the Lakers this season. While they did eliminate the Warriors in the first round last year, they were swiftly eliminated by the Nuggets in the subsequent round. Now, they're essentially returning with the same roster. While LeBron James will undoubtedly contribute, there's uncertainty about who else will step up. Anthony Davis hasn't consistently met expectations during his Lakers tenure. In comparison, the Suns currently possess a more formidable core of superstar players. I'm inclined to support them in this matchup. Moreover, if Bradley Beal makes his debut for the Phoenix Suns, I might even consider placing a bet on an alternate line where you give points with Phoenix. However, for this preview, I'll keep it straightforward and opt for the Suns on the money line. The Lakers, on the other hand, weren't able to pull off a road win in their season opener on Tuesday night. Los Angeles lost comfortably to Denver in a 119-107 affair where the Nuggets hung their banner for last year's NBA championship. The Lake Show entered the contest as a 4.5-point underdog, and the total came in under the pregame mark of 229.0 points. Los Angeles leads the second tier of teams at plus 1,200 to win the title, giving them the fifth shortest odds. LeBron James led Los Angeles in scoring in the recent loss, adding 21 points while securing 8 rebounds. He was one of 5 Lakers in double digits in the scoring category. This is an interesting Los Angeles squad this year that is essentially going to run it back with the same roster as a year ago. The only notable free agency signings were Taurean Prince, via Minnesota, Cam Reddish, via Portland, and Christian Wood, via Dallas. Personally, Wood is really the only one that moves the needle for me. The 28-year-old has bounced around quite a bit, but if he's able to settle in and play alongside James and Anthony Davis, perhaps they'll elevate his game. Wood averaged 16.6 points per game last season with the Mavs. However, he came off the bench in the first game, adding 7.0 points while securing 4.0 rebounds. I'm also going to play the under on Thursday night in Los Angeles. The Lakers' offense wasn't very inspiring in Denver on Tuesday, shooting just 45.6% from the field. Their next task is taking on a Phoenix defense that finished the year 7th overall in defensive efficiency, allowing just 110.1 points per 100 possessions. Los Angeles finished last season at 13th in that category, giving up 111.5 points per 100 possessions. Dating back to last season, the under has cashed in 4 of Phoenix's last 6 games. It's also 4-1 in their last 5 road games. Both teams played to the under in their openers, and I think we'll see the same here. Give me the under at this inflated number.